everyone, I'm Kelly and this is Kelly Hill Yoga, 30 Days of Yoga, Day 8. I'm really excited about today, and I know you're probably tired of hearing me say that, but truly I am. Today's practice, originally intended for yesterday, is going to be creative and mindful of what we need in this moment and just having fun. We're going to keep it really light today, not too serious, not too crazy, intense focus, just lots of fun movements and generating creativity within us so we can take it off our mat into the rest of our day. And I am so excited, so let's get started. Let's just start in a tabletop position. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And we're just going to start with some rounds of cat-cow, keeping it light and simple today. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, round through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck, pulling the spine up to the sky, cat pose. This is a chance to just to find any little bit of extra movement. Let's get fun and creative in our practice today. Whether you want to do some spinal waves, wiggle around, or if you just want to sit in child's pose, that's okay too. We're just having fun, finding movement as we start to build up some energy and get moved into this practice. All right, last round. Drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, round through the spine. Great job. Back to neutral. Keeping our hands under the shoulders. Let's lift our left heel to the sky, knee bent, hips squared to the ground as much as possible. Belly button pulled into the spine. Exhale, knee to nose, round through the spine. Inhale, heel to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, heel to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. With control, step to a lunge. So that left foot's between your hands. Inhale as we rise up. Hands over your head. Exhale, bring the hands to your hips. And let's just pull our right hip forward, slightly shifting our center of gravity forward. Keeping your tailbone tucked. Just finding a nice stretch in the front right hip. Great job. Shift your center of gravity back slightly. Let's inhale, reach our arms up and overhead, and exhale, slightly turn to the right about 45 degrees. Place the hands on the ground, walk them out as you shift your right shin parallel to the back edge of your mat. It's okay if you need to look up at the camera, see what I'm doing. It's a little bit of a different transition. Hands are walked out to the side, and let's pull our hips back. Staying up high, just mentally pulling away from our hands to find length in our spine and really opening up this left hip. Great job. Let's rise back up, walk the hands in slightly into the back of your mat. Right arm stays grounded towards the back edge of your mat. Straighten that left leg. Reach your left arm up and overhead into this modified side plank. Keeping integrity, both sides of the body, not dumping weight anywhere. Really lifting and pushing the hips forward, opening up our left side. Beautiful. Exhale, lower that left hand back down, walk everything back to the front into this lunge. Shift the hips back. If you need to, you can shift your leg forward a little bit. I know you're probably tired of me saying the word shift. Walk your left foot forward a little bit as you pull your hips back into this single leg split. Just a nice little opener for our posterior chain, hamstrings, slight bend in the left knee, tailbone pulled up to the sky, chest pulled forward. Beautiful. Rebend in your knee, back to that lunge, shift to tabletop. Let's take it to the other side. So reposition our hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips. Inhale as we lift the right heel to the sky, knee bent. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, heel to sky. Hips squared to the ground as much as possible. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Knee to nose. Gently step between the hands. Inhale, arms up and overhead as we come up to a lunge. Place the hands on the hips as we pull them gently forward, stretching in that left front, or the front of our left hip flexor. Not causing any undue stress or strain. Like I said, we're keeping today light and fun, just some fun motion and movement. Beautiful. Shift our hips back slightly again, arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold forward as we kind of turn to a 45-degree angle. Transition your left shin parallel to the back edge of your mat. Walk the hands out and pull your hips back in order to come to a nice stretch on this right hip. Really sinking your hips down if able. Keeping length in your spine, not crunching or dumping anywhere. In fact, if you're holding a little bit of tension in your right toes, just wiggle them a little bit. Release some of that energy. Great job. Walk the hands about halfway back, and then back to the back of your mat. Left hand stays down, right arm or right leg straightens as your right arm reaches up and overhead. Modified side plank. Really lifting your hips and pulling them forward. Great job. Gently, with control, walk everything back to the front of your mat, into this low lunge. Shift the hips back to a single leg split. Just really having fun, creative range of motion. If you want to, wiggle your toes. Tailbone pulled to the sky, chest pulled forward. Nice stretch, keeping it light. Great job. Let's rebend in that right knee. And step back to downward dog. This is the first downward dog of the day. So just walk it out a little. Once again, let's get creative. Just find some movement, motion, any undue little kinks, tightness somewhere. Wiggle it out, move it out. Shimmy. Do whatever you gotta do. Let's inhale, take a generous bend in the knees, gaze forward, and we're going to take 2 hops to the front of our mat. So 1, 2, little baby hops, keeping it fun. Into a forward fold, rock back and forth. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, crown of the head pulled forward. Exhale, fold forward, generous bend in the knees. Inhale, root to rise, ground through the feet, arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold forward, and stop. Once your torso is parallel to the ground, palms are facing down, hands reaching to the back of the room or space, shoulder blades pulled down and away from your ears. I'm going to hold this posture for a little bit. Fingers spread well. Slight bend in your knees, good foundation. Hinged at the hips, spine strong. Just when you think you can't hold it any longer, pull the fingertips a little bit further back like somebody's pulling on them. I know you can hold it. You're doing great. Really good job. In 3, 2, 1, relax, fold forward. Great job. Shake it out. Shake your head back and forth. Wiggle like a worm. Move. Shake your booty if you want to. Keeping it light today, remember? All right, let's inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Plant the palms, and let's take 2 baby hops back. 1, 2 to plank. And we're going to inhale, press the ground away from us, separating the shoulder blades. Exhale, bend the elbows, slowly lower all the way down to our mats. Let's reach the hands back to the back of the room again, palms facing down. Inhale, lift the chest and head, legs lifted, locust. Really lifting as much as possible, crown of the head pulled forward, chest pulled forward. Fingers trying to reach your toes. Let's engage your glutes slightly so you're not crunching in that low back. Exhale, slowly release. Hands under shoulders, downward dog. Great job. Let's inhale, reach that right leg up. Bend the knee, try and get that right heel to your right glute as much as possible, really opening up that right hip. Beautiful. And if you'd like, we'll take it into wild thing. So stepping that right foot back behind you, right arm reached up and overhead. Exhale, slowly with control, bring it back to downward dog. Take it to the other side. So inhale, left leg up, bend the knee, left heel to glute as much as possible, really opening up. Pull that knee to the sky. Exhale, wild thing, stepping that left foot back, reaching your left arm up and overhead. Beautiful. With control, meet back in downward dog. Really great job. 1 round of breath. Hips pulled to the sky. Let's inhale, right leg up, this time hips square. Exhale, step 2, runner's lunge, right leg forward. Let's walk the hands to the middle of our mat as we turn our feet in into a wide leg forward fold. Just finding comfortable posture, whether your hands are on the mat or you're on your forearms in this fold. Just going to be here for a minute. Beautiful. Let's turn those right toes forward again. Step the left foot to meet the right. And forward fold. Great job. Inhale, root to rise, arms up and overhead. Exhale, sit the hips back, chair pose. Staying here, keeping your chest pulled forward. Squeezing everything to the midline, belly button pull to your spine. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold forward, release. Really good job. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, and this time just step your right foot back, left foot is forward, and we'll walk to the middle of our mat on this opposite side and rise up to standing in this wide leg stance. If you're like me, I have to adjust my pants. And we're going to heel toe our feet so they're generously wider than our hips. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, bend and squat down to a beautiful goddess posture. Knees pulled away, really opening up the hips. Spine straight, sitting down as much as possible. Really holding this posture, keeping integrity everywhere, up through the crown of the head. Really good job, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold forward, release. Let's heel toe our toes. So they're about hip width or slightly wider apart. Shift your hips down into Malasana or garland pose. Another nice hip opener. Just having fun, moving through some fun transitions, putting a smile on your face. Elbows on the inside of our knees. Hips really wide and open. In fact, let's push our elbows against our knees. Really opening up. Beautiful. Slowly lower down onto your booty as you lift your feet up in front of you to boat pose. So our chest is pulled forward, up through the crown of our head, nice and tall. If you need to put your hands on the back of your thighs, that's okay. We're going to go ahead and do some quick side to side motion in this posture. So let's bring our hands together, fingers pointed, index fingers together, pointed forward. And we're going to do 10, 9, right to left, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Relax. Bring everything down to the ground. Shift back and shimmy however you need to get there to come lying down on our mats. As we refocus the breath, let's hug the knees into the chest. Really great job. Rock back and forth. Do some hip circles if you need. Just fun, short, creative practice today. Let's bring the soles of the feet to the earth as we let the knees fall out to the side in this nice supine butterfly posture. If this is too intense, you can always put blocks under your knees. Really enjoying, if you want to place one hand on your belly and one over your heart, so we start to embrace all that energy we created within. Close the eyes, focus on the breath. Place both hands on the outsides of our thighs. Bring our knees back together with the help of our hands. Hug the knees into the chest. Soles of the feet to the ground. Shift the hips to left as we drop both knees to the right side and reach out with our left arm. Nice double leg spinal twist. Inhale back to center. Shift the hips to the right and transition both knees to the left. Reach the right arm out. And try and keep both shoulders on the ground as much as possible. Gently come back to the middle. Heel till your feet wider than hips. Let your knees fall in. In this constructive rest pose, slightly tuck the chin, shoulder blades tucked under the body. Hands over your belly. Just breathe in deeply. Feel your breath fill your belly and lift your hands. Exhale. Belly empties. 3 really good deep belly breaths. Bring the breath back to normal, keeping our intention light and airy, appreciating all the vibrations that we just manifested internally through muscle contraction and relaxation. Choose to stay here in this nice comfy posture, just being mindful of your breath, or if you'd like to join me, we can meet in a nice seated posture. Legs crossed, heart over pelvis, head over heart. Let's bring our hands to our chest. Close the gaze. Lift the corners of your mouth just to put a smile on your face. Be happy what we just created together. Even though we're so far apart, we're able to create connection, mind-body movement, showing gratitude and growth. Please keep this smile on your face as you transition to the rest of your day. As always, thank you so much for practicing with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you.